Well, happy spring from Toad Hopper Ranch. It's like 34 degrees outside and it's spitting snow. And here I am getting my summer seeds planted. So I'm going to be planting tomatoes and peppers and all kinds of flowers. And I had to work up my dirt. Some of my planting soil, potting soil, whatever, was dry. It was from last year, so I'm just working some water through it and making sure that it's all wet all the way through so I don't have any clumps. I'm cutting my head off here, so let me step back a little bit. But that's what I'm doing right now, and I'll just keep at it and keep bringing you back here. So, all right. We'll see you in a few. Hi, Terry. What you doing?
Well, what we're doing is getting ready to start some seedlings. One of our goals when we bought this property is to be able to bless our neighbors and our community with plants and maybe some veggies later on in the season. And we have people we've promised plants for. And we're doing a little experimenting gardening on the cheap. We've been buying potting mix. Kind of like the looks of the Miracle Grow better than this, but this was on sale. And it was a lot of basically just mulch. And so Walmart had this stuff for $1 something a bag, and I want to show it to you. I think what we're dealing with is a little bit of mixture of dirt, maybe some manure, and this is Miracle Grow, and municipal mulch. And you can see it's got a lot of composted material in it, and there's no reason you can't start seedlings in that. The only thing is it doesn't have any perlite, which is these little white things that you see in there, and that helps keep the soil loose and broken up. And so I've been just stirring it up, mixing it up. And this is gardening on the cheap. We use solo cups. Peat pots are great. I like them better, but they're expensive. She uses waterproof trays, so we have holes in the bottom so she can bottom water to keep everything moist and not drown it.
And that's worked real well for us for many years.
Yeah, and this first tray here is an experiment. I needed some green peppers for some macaroni salad I made here a while back, and I dried the seeds. And we're going to grow some green peppers from Walmart green peppers and see what happens. While we're doing this, I want to let you in on a couple little secrets. Contrary to a lot of things you hear, seeds are seeds. I knew a guy back in Ohio that grew his own dried beans. That's where he bought his seeds. Grocery store. He'd make a pot of soup and he'd take a handful and save them for next year. What we're probably going to grow here.
Before he cooked them.
Yeah, before you cooked them. This is going to be California Wonders. Most of the vegetables you buy around are what you would call an heirloom seed. There's nothing magic about them. There's something that somebody has developed over a period of years by selective breeding, actually. Same thing they do with cattle and chickens and everything else. And you get a variety. We paid $100 for them, some heirloom sunflower seeds. And it was a 10-year process to develop this type of sunflower. We have a dream of maybe selling cut flowers someday. In the meanwhile, we're looking forward to a pretty front yard until we get figured out what we want to do and how to do it. The tomatoes that we're probably going to give away, maybe sell some, but we promised a lot to a lot of friends, is a hybrid. It's called Jetstar. Now your hybrids are a cross between two different pollinated plants and then the seed they produce is where you get your hybrid. My sister does that with chickens. People will buy eggs off of her that are a cross between two specific breeds or whatever. Now, the year after, if we save those seeds, they won't grow Jetstar tomatoes, but they'll grow tomatoes. So it's just a matter of they all will grow fruit. It's a matter of the characteristics and traits that you want, and that's where the difference between the hybrid and the heirloom come in. That's about it. But the solo cups have worked well for Dana in the past. They have a hole in the bottom. She bottom waters through the trays, and that's about all we've got here.
Do you think we should explain why we paid $100 for a pack of sunflower seeds?
Because they're special. There are no others exactly like them in the world yet, except for that, because it's the very first offering on this man's 10-year program of developing that. He selectively picked the sunflower heads that had the characteristics that he wanted year after year until he got exactly what he wanted, and then he offered it for sale to the public, and this is the first year. So we get his first year's seeds, and then we're guaranteed a packet of seeds for next year also.
And what about the camp?
Also, part of, yeah, and he's doing this for a Christian camp, and being a good project, they have a 4-station program going on at the camp, and 50 years from now, kids will be walking around in a forest that was put there as a result of our donation and other people's donations.
But we made a donation to the camp, and we're getting some rare sunflower seeds.
Correct.
We normally wouldn't pay $100 for a pack of sunflower seeds.
As a matter of fact, tell you how cheap we are. Most of our sunflowers are probably going to have an entire garden of sunflowers this year, and that's because I bought 200 pounds of birdseed this winter.
And you've already seen what the birdseed sunflowers have done. They're 3 feet tall now.
Yeah, in there under the grow light.
And I still can't put them out because it's
the frost.
Today it's 34 degrees and it was snowing. We've had 80-degree days and now it's 34, so it's crazy.
Yeah, but we're planting birdseed. We're not even buying our sunflower seeds. Now we bought sunflower seeds to get the custom colors and everything that we think that we might want to use next year or the year after to sell as cut flowers. But for this year's majority crop is just to replace the birdseed. I used it last year, and we planted birdseed to do it.
Okay, we're going to go in and I'll show everybody what I've been doing.
Okay, I'm cold and about done here anyhow. So.
Okay, so we're back in our our cottage here, and this is what I've been doing. So what I have is a lot of tomatoes and peppers and things like that. I've got some okra in here that I grew last year from plants that now I have the seeds for. And that noise and banging around is Terry coming in.
It's cold out there.
It's cold out there. And then I'm going to plant flowers in there, and that's the soil that he mixed up for that. I think you guys would be interested to know that, as I'm pointing it towards the wall, I got the whole tripod in my hand. But my little markers are originally plastic cutting board that you can get at the Dollar Tree. And I've just cut them up, and the Sharpie markers work great on them, and I just write on them what they're supposed to be. So for $1.50 for 2 of those, and then I just measure them inch wide and cut them up, and they work great. So just a little time-saving thing here. All right, I got to help him because he's bumping into me and
Got a wreck.
got to get back here to our grow station. there's Myrtle, and over there is Rick, and 2 more to go, but so far they seem to be working. Turn this around here to me, and I'm styling too. You know, we make these videos and we just piece a bunch of stuff together, and when I get time I get to editing it, what little editing there is. Is my hat straight? Yeah, okay. We were just out fishing, so I tried to slip a video into that. I took it on my cell phone. We didn't catch anything, but we got this beater up of a boat, and just put it out on the water today and threw the line out a few times and didn't even get anything. I lost a couple of lures because they get caught in the trees or the rocks or something. I don't know what's under there, but some of that water is 60 feet deep and there's trees growing up out of the top of it. The Army Corps of Engineers left all the trees in because they thought they would make good crappie beds. So I wanted to show you, we're still putting stuff in the grow lights and all that. So I'm in here in the grow room. Let's see if I turn the light on here. It adds to the light a little bit. It's like lots of light. But I just want to show you what we've got so far. So, I got these. These are mostly vegetables. These are flowers, and then this, I just decided to fill that tray up with dirt, and those are all marigolds. We still have a lot to go. Some of these still need to go out in the ground as soon as we get our tubs ready. And Terry bought some of these. I'm not sure when they go out. I got to check on them, but they were selling them at Walmart, so just because they're selling something doesn't mean that you can put them out yet. So anyway, that's what we've been doing. And like I said, we decided to take a break and go fishing. I wanted to show you, that's where I was potting things up. Still got a lot of flowers and stuff. Some of these things are going to be direct sown into the ground when it gets warm enough. And I wanted to show you our tubs. I don't know if I did or not. Oh, I did. I did when they were in the back of the truck. So, we've got them all piled over here. And we have to drill holes in them so they'll drain, but to give you a size, there's one by itself. Oh. Oh, yep, there they are. They're pretty good size. And, I don't know, 2 feet in diameter? Maybe. I don't know, but I got a bunch of them. I'm going to fill them up. So, anyway, I'm going to end this up. Let's see what I'm doing here. I'll get used to this one of these days. I'll end this up here and we'll say, I have hat hair. Ah! Wait a minute. Well, that didn't work. I got my glasses all messed up. Whatever. So, this is Dana from Toad Hopper Ranch. I'll add that video on of when we were out on the lake. So, be blessed. Subscribe, like, share. You know, get us up there in the YouTube ratings. And one of these days we can build a guest house. All right. Bye, everybody. God bless.